Today we're talking about a folded AR that works, the M17 military handgun, and a 10.5-inch AR versus a 20-inch AR suppressed.
What is up, everybody? It is Brian with First Shot Tactical, back with another video for you here today. And with that, let's go ahead and get into our first topic, which is the folded AR that works.
Close before firing?
Nah. So if you're wondering what kind of sorcery we're doing in order to shoot this thing folded here, I have the AR that was shown in the video there. This is my 10.5-inch Aero Precision, and all of this is accredited to the company Law Tactical. Law Tactical, you might be familiar with, makes these awesome folders for your AR. So traditionally speaking, you can put this folded piece on your AR. The whole buffer tube in stock will fold, but you can't shoot it without popping this back into place. But now Law Tactical came out with a new product, which is their Law Tactical ARIC bolt carrier group. ARIC is spelled A-R-I-C, and that stands for AR, and then IC stands for internal carrier, and that is exactly what this is. This whole bolt carrier group does not require a buffer tube, so if you actually see, I can lock the bolt back to the rear with this folded. So if I pull back, lock it, all of that is captured within the upper receiver, and there's no need for a buffer tube now. Pretty freaking cool if you ask me. I can already see all the memes of shooting this without a buffer tube and how it works.
Oh, the buffer tube's invisible. Oh, the buffer tube's Bluetooth connected. I still like my AK better.
Either way.
Here's the first shot ever with the Law Tactical ARIC that I used. As you can see, I fired it from the hip. I was a little skeptical, but once it worked, I went ahead and shouldered that thing, and it worked just fine. I was able to fold it, shoot it from the hip, deploy it, fire it, reload if needed, and then I can fold it back up or keep firing at any time. A very innovative product for the AR-15 if you ask me, but let's talk about the reliability of it. But before we do, let's move on to our next topic.
The M17, the military handgun. As you can see, colored in poop brown, FDE, just FDE. But anyways, here's what it looks like here. It's a full-size handgun. They also have the M18 model, which is a shorter compact, but this is the full size. And let's go ahead and get some test shots with it here, see what we think of it. We've already shot about 500 rounds, so I actually know my opinion, but I just want to show you what it looks like. A couple things different about this model that I have though. This is actually the M17 Exchange Kit. So as you see, there is no safety on it because, you know, I'm cool. This is my safety. I don't need one. Ambidextrous controls as far as the slide release. Mag release is only on one side, but I believe it can be switched if need be. And then the other thing that I have, if you come in close here, is the trigger is different. This is the gold FDE trigger, and this is the P320 Custom Works one. So I think it's got a little bit better of a trigger pull, and I dig it. I think it's pretty nice. And for those of you saying, Brian, that flashlight laser looks pretty lame on there. You're right, it is, but it's all I got for right now. So that's what I put on there because this is actually my home defense nightstand gun right now. I do love this gun a lot. We put, like I said, 500-600 rounds through it, and this one's a winner in my opinion. If you see my channel, you know I'm not a big fan of Glock, so I am a big Sig fan. And wow, there's a lot of sweat in my eye right now. Oh. But overall, great gun. Definitely recommend the Sig M17. My God, so much sweat, so much sweat. As seen there, my one complaint, and this is probably user error, is the slide doesn't always lock back, but I am one of those people that keep all my mags loaded all the time, so probably doesn't help the spring tension there. So whenever I do use these and bring them out to the range, at least on the first couple times using them, the slide does not lock back. One complaint there, but very minor. All right, what's a fun flat range without LARPing a little bit? So let's get after it. Ho, 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 ho. Pretty freaking cool. As we're LARPing on the flat range and just mag dumping after mag dumping here, we have to thank our ammo sponsor, who is me and hopefully you. We do have Patreon set up down below, as well as a YouTube membership program. If you want to buy me a handful of bullets, a magazine of bullets, or a whole box if you're feeling generous, check out the link below. Anything is appreciated. Now let's get back to it. All right, so I wanted to see the two most extreme suppressed examples. We have a 10.5-inch AR and we have a 20-inch AR. So the two most extremes as far as barrel length. I think this one will be a lot more quieter, but let's go ahead and see what it sounds like. That's gassy. Pretty quiet. All right, so what's the verdict? Before we get into it, let's talk about this.
Getting back to the ARIC by Law Tactical, let's talk about the reliability of this thing. While this does make for a great compact package and firing from the hip with the stock folded is pretty awesome, there are some reliability issues that I did run into after about 200 rounds. The two malfunctions I had were either a light primer strike or a failure to feed into the gun. However, no need to stress over this. This does have a break-in period with the Law Tactical ARIC. If you think about it, this is a different bolt carrier group inside a traditional AR-15, and you're not using the buffer tube, which is actually one of the main components of the platform. So to resolve the issue, all I had to do was take the bolt carrier group out, wipe it down, and then lube it back up real good and reinsert it properly into the AR. And I was back in business and I could shoot it folded as well as just normal. So overall, like I said, very innovative product. If you already have a Law Tactical folder on your AR, definitely recommend picking one of these up, giving it a try, but definitely take it to the range, test it out, make sure and get it past that break-in period if this is going to be in some kind of duty gun or something that your life's going to be dependent on. Lastly, if you do run into any issues, give Law Tactical a call. They have awesome customer support and they will help you out and make sure that your setup is running just fine. Now let's get back to the 10.5 versus 20-inch AR suppressed.
All right, so overall, wrapping it up, you heard it both there. Not sure how great it sounds on camera, but in person, the 20-inch AR is way quieter and smoother, recoiling, operating system, all that good stuff. 10.5-inch, super gassy with the Sandman S on there, and it's still pretty loud. Is it quieter than if I ran it without a suppressor? Absolutely, but as far as being hearing safe, I think the 20-inch AR might actually be hearing safe. 10.5, absolutely not. Well, there you go. That does it for this video here today. And if you're wondering where I got these awesome stands from, you can see I have the First Shot Tactical logo on this AR stand here. This is from a company called HP Tactical. Check them out on Instagram or go to their website. I'll put a link down below here. They also make pistol stands as well as AR stands, and they do the custom engraving, which you definitely need to do if you're going to pick one of these up. Hit up HP Tactical, get yourself a stand. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be having some more fun videos like this coming here soon. And if you got some time, check out my other videos. Got a bunch of good stuff on the channel now already. With that, have fun shooting, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, everybody.